Hi Flosstube, this is Callie from the Smoky Mountain Stitchers and welcome to our channel. Where's my other half, you say? Well, my other half wasn't able to make it today. We actually live about 3.5 to 4 hours away, and to make the trip this weekend was not something that we could do. My mom had her second COVID shot, so we wanted to stay home in case she had any reaction, and she has not had any reaction. She had the Pfizer shot, so she's doing very well. This is her second one, so she's finished, and we just wanted to have precautions just in case, just to stay home. You know, when you don't feel good, you really want your own home. But our next one, my sister will be with us, so hopefully in a couple of weeks we will be able to get together and do ours together. So this is a channel about cross stitch, and I would like to welcome you all to the channel. Those of you that are returning, thank you very much. And for those new subscribers, thank you for joining us and giving us a shot. We actually got quite a few subscribers, and we certainly hope that you will enjoy the content that we will bring you. Not going to be probably the slap happy like my sister and I do together. And yes, that is the way we are in normal life. Yes, we play off each other. So you probably won't have that much of an entertainment today, but I'll do my very best for you. The first thing I have to do is I have to shout out my favorite fans. And from those of you that do not know, my favorite fans are my great nephews. They love watching the videos. They live in a different state, so this is a way that they get to see me, their great aunt, and my sister, who's their grandmother. So, hi boys, we love you. And I have a couple of shout outs. One of my main goals for shout outs is to introduce you to new floss tubers. And you know, we all watch the ones that have been around for years and years, and like our channel, we're trying to grow, so I would like to promote other floss tubers that are taking the plunge. It's not easy sitting in front of a camera talking to yourself, and I just want to encourage other ones to do it also. So I have two shout outs. The first shout out is the Danish Stitcher, and that is Esther, and she is of course Danish, speaks excellent English. She has some wonderful projects. She shows some of her cultural stitches, and I think you'll really enjoy her. The other is the Irish Stitcher. Of course, she's from Ireland, and it is Emer Quinn. So please give her a shout out, not shout out, but go give her a shot too. I will link their floss tubes in the comment box below. All right. I'm not going to do the floss tube get to know you tag, but it's just mine that I have made up on my own, just to kind of give you a little background of what where I am, what I come from, and what I like to do. So the first of my name, I'm Callie, and I live in Florida. My sister lives in Florida, and you wonder why or how we got the name of the Smoky Mountain Stitchers. The Smoky Mountains are my sister's and my go-to place. We absolutely love it up there. We can de-stress. We have been going for 20 plus years, and it is still, anytime we want to go on vacation, I don't care if we're going someplace else, we either stop going or coming back home to the Smoky Mountains. We have not missed a year going to the Smoky Mountains. We actually did go last year. We went in October for a couple of days, and actually we felt very safe. It was the first time that my mom and I had eaten out in a restaurant since February. They very good with their precautions there. We did not feel uncomfortable at all eating out. The hotels were clean. Actually, I think they were cleaner than normal. We usually stay at the Hampton Inn, and they're pretty clean, but you could tell that they had really stepped up their cleanliness. So that is how we got the Smoky Mountain Stitchers. That's just our way of giving our love of something that we enjoy to a program that we want you all to enjoy. What do I do for a living? Well, I am what they call a medical coder. I work for a major hospital company in the area that I live in, and I actually do auditing now. Last week, I actually stepped down into a different position, and the reason why that happened is because we were planning on moving. The move was going to be out of state. That did not happen. And unfortunately, by the time that we had made that decision that we could not move, my position had already been filled. My company was wonderful about this. They got me another position. I'm not in management anymore, which is just fine. I've been in management for 30 some years, and actually it's kind of a nice break. So yeah, so it's a little bit of a change for me, but I'm actually enjoying it. When did I start cross-stitching? I actually started cross-stitching back in the 80s and 90s, late 80s, early 90s, and it's been on and off. Some years I'm gung-ho with it. Other years I haven't touched it for, 3 to 5 years. And then I'll see something and it will inspire me again. I've been routinely cross-stitching now for probably about 2 years. There usually is not a day that goes by that I don't cross-stitch. Very few and far between. If I'm sick or don't feel like it, I will not do it. But that's very few and far between. Let's see. What else would you like to know? What are my other hobbies? Well, I crochet, and I am heavily into genealogy. So there are times when I would like to incorporate some of my genealogy into my cross stitch, and I'm still figuring it out. I would like to do a commemorative piece for both sides of my family, my mom's side and my grandfather's side. They're very, very different. My mom's grandfather's side is all French, German, and Irish, and her mom's side is just English. So we have a little mix there. And my father's side, I believe that we are Dutch. I believe that the last name is Dutch. So that's interesting to me. So, all these different kind of concepts I'd like to try to put into something. I'll figure it out one day. All right, so if you have any other questions that you would like to know about us, just drop them in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to read the comments. So please, come on, just give us some comments, whether it's a thumbs up or hey, we don't like you. I mean, we don't take offense to that. We're not everybody's cup of tea. Speaking of cup of tea, I have here one of my Vlogmas teas. And this is chocolate chili chai. So I decided I was going to try it on camera to see what it tastes like, because this is one that I opened. First of all, you can smell the chocolate. It's not bad. You kind of taste the chocolate. There's a chai flavor to it. Not bad at all. So, and the little tins that they came in, actually, I think you could probably get steep 2 or 3 cups of tea out of them, so they'll be long lasting. All right, so let's get into the part that you want to see. What do I have for you today? Well, I have a new start. I have no finishes, and we'll just get you caught up on my whips. So, my new start is called the Temperature Library by Christie's Corner. And of course, it's a bookshelf. Now, I enjoy doing temperature calendars. I actually made 3 of them that I have to finish this I have to finish that I did last year, that I did for 3 floss tubers that do not know that it's coming to them, because I thoroughly enjoy what they do and what they bring to the community. So this was my way of thanking them. So once I get them, they're all stitched. I just have to figure out if I'm going to frame them or what I'm going to do with them, and get them out to them, because they really need to get them. So this year I've started with this, and I wanted to get my I wanted to get the top done so that I could start in on the books, because this is just going to be all full stitching in here to bring it over, but I really wanted to get started on the books. Let me see if I can get that a little closer for you. So each book is the day's high temperature. And living in Florida, yes, we have some pretty high temperatures. Yesterday we actually got up to 85. 85 for February. Would somebody please send me the cooler weather? I really want some cooler weather. Oh my gosh, I don't like sweating in February. It should be cooler here. Anyway, so I started this on February the 2nd, and I've worked 5 days on it, and I've put in 441 stitches. So let me get that out of the way. So that was the only start that I have. The whips that I'm going to show you, let's start. Well, excuse me, I do have another one, another new start that I completely forgot about. This is a black work pattern that's a free sal if you join Peppermint Purple on, not Flosstube, Facebook. And they release a black work pattern every Wednesday. And you can choose either a square or a rectangle version of this. I chose the square. And they have different borders that you can put around, or you can leave it plain. I chose to do the 4 seasons. So the first one up here will be the winter. Spring will be over here. Summer and fall. I can't show them to you. They don't have photos. They just have the pattern, so I'm not able to show those to you. But if you would like to join this sal, go on to the Peppermint Purple Facebook group and join the sal. It's kind of cute. Now I started, I'm going to have threads hanging here because my thread's kind of broke. I started in on the border a little bit, and then I decided I was going to do the squares. I really want to get into the actual black work in the squares. Now she does provide you with the DMC colors to use, but you can use any color that you want. And I'm actually thinking about going into my stash of fancy floss and just kind of pulling some colors and see what I can do with it. If not, if I don't like it, then I'll go back to the DMC. But yeah, I think this is a very versatile pattern that you can use. So again, let's see, I started that on February 1st. I've only actually worked on it 2 days. And since it's black work, I haven't counted anything. I know that 2 back stitches equal 1 cross stitch. I'd have to count that out. I don't know, honestly, if I'm going to keep track of it that way or not. I think that's a little tedious for black work. So those are my 2 starts. I forgot I had that other one. Right, now the whips. The first whip I'm going to show you is going to be the Farmer's Wife number 2. And this was on my Whip Go. I know you can't see that very well. On my Whip Go board, number 4 and number 20 were called. Oops, I had that upside down. Oh my goodness, there you go. That's my little one. So the 2 that were called were the Farmer's Wife, and I was to complete 2 blocks. And the second one is the Annie's Mini Stocking Deck the Halls, and that's a finish. Actually, that's a start and a finish. It's a small little stocking that I bought off of Annie's Annie's Patterns. I don't know, Annie's, I'll get the name and I'll put it below. And they were just, I think there's like 24 or 32 small little individual stockings that they're not going to be big stockings. They're just the mini stockings. And I chose Deck the Hall because it was mostly backstitching of the words and a little bit of cross stitch and I'd be done. So I figured that would be something that would be easy that I could start and get finished in the same month. So I still have to start that. But I did do the Farmer's Wife, and this is a picture of the Farmer's Wife. And here's where I am so far. Now I completed these last two. The last time you saw it, I was halfway finished with this block. I finished this block before I started the whip go portion of it because I wanted to complete. I didn't want to do, I had already started one and then another one because that to me wasn't what my goal was. So I completed this and then I completed these last two there, and then I will come back down here and I'll start the next block down here. So I am very pleased with that. I worked, it was right here, wrong piece of paper. I worked on that in February for 7 days and I got in 1,831 stitches. So not bad. Right, the next one that I worked on is Teresa Kogut's Such a Fright. Ooh, boy, there we go. And I have gotten some pretty good work on this. This is where I'm at. So I've got all of the bats down to the bottom of it. This will be the bottom. This is the bottom of it. So you'll see I have a lot left that I can use for another project, which is great. So that is where I've gotten so far on that. That's coming along. I try to work on this if I am able to during my lunch break. And sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it's not feasible for me to do it, but hey, I do the very best that I can with it. So I worked 13 days in January on this, and I put in 1,764 stitches. And I've worked 2 days in February, and I put in 390 stitches. So, all right, 2 more. And these are my full coverage. I have 2 full coverage, and I don't have, shoot, I don't have the cover page for this one. Doggone it. And I'm not at a spot where I can go get it either. So sorry about that. This is a Stroll Under the Rain by Leonard Efrommu. And it's charted by Artisy. And I'll just show you where I'm at right now. I've done a lot of cross-country work here. I've completed these two rows, and I'm going to work back over that direction. So I have got a lot of work on this particular piece. And what I'm doing is I'm rotating this piece and my other full coverage. 1 week I'll work on one week I'll work on the other. So it's like a focus piece each week to get work on it. So the Stroll Under the Rain was worked 13 days with it on January, put in 2,103 stitches. And on February, I worked 4 days and put 399 stitches in. And you know, I just thought about this. I didn't tell you what the fabrics were or the count or anything. So this is 18 count Aida, white Aida, and I am using 1 strand over 1. The Farmer's Wife was also 18 count Aida, white 1 over 1. Teresa Kogut is a color in cotton. Cantaloupe is the color, and it's 18 count Aida. The library is also 18 count Ada. That is 2 over 1. And that's that. And the black work is 18 count Ada, 1 over 1. All right. Sorry about that. I'll get better as we go with this. And my last one is Evening Nativity by Anta Coleman. And as you can tell, I have completed all of this, just a little bit down here and 1 or 2 in here. And the string is getting a little bit better. A nice lady suggested bobbins, and I'm going to give those a try. I do like the parking method. It makes it a little easier to work on the ones that are parked and then fill in. So I think I'm going to give it a try using the bobbins and seeing if that will work better for me. But that's where I am at there. And this is what the design is going to look like. And for January, 18 count white Ada, 1 over 1. I worked 16 days in January on this, and I put in 1,535 stitches, and 4 days for February, I put 451 stitches in. And today is Saturday, and today is my last day on this, and then Sunday I will switch over to Evening in the Rain. So I work at Sunday through Saturday. All right, so that is it for my whips. And I want to give you an update on what we are going to be doing for our next Flosstube. We have hit our 100 subscribers, so we will be doing a giveaway as a thank you. We have not decided yet exactly what it's going to be, but we will announce it. It will probably be in 2 weeks. I think that's when we'll be able to get together. It'll either be 2 or 3 weeks. We have a birthday in there, so I'm hoping that maybe we can fit it in on that birthday weekend. If not, it'll be the following week, or I'll just do another one until my sister and I are able to get together. So we've got that planned. We will do haul at that time. I only have two patterns. One thing we would like to start featuring is Etsy shops, or places that you would like to shop at. So be thinking about that, because I think that's going to be part of next week. We'd like to feature some Etsy shops to help promote their business. And you know, we've got some upcoming things that we are pretty excited about that we'll bring you all in on. We are hopefully planning to go to the Smoky Mountains. My brother and my sister, my brother-in-law, my sister, my mom and myself, and the doggy. So if we are able to do that, of course, I'm going to have a meetup with my friend Sherry, and we would like to do a Flosstube in the Smoky Mountains itself. So we're looking forward to doing the logistics on that, and hopefully we'll be able to do that within, you know, maybe the next 3 months. We're hoping. It all depends on, you know, how comfortable we all feel about traveling, and we'll see from there. So with that, again, I would like to thank you all for joining me. And please provide us some comments. Give us some suggestions of what you would like to see. Maybe something off the wall. We're open to anything. Well, most anything, I'll put it that way. And you know, if you'd like us to feature certain designers, you know, things like that. You know, we would like to test out some products. So you know, feature people, you know, promote people. This channel is not just about us, it's for the community. So anything that we're able to do to help The cross-stitch community is beneficial to all of us. So I do thank you for joining us, or joining me. It's not us this time. And I am going to bid you farewell. Bye-bye. Take care, everyone, and stay safe. And we will see you the next time. Bye-bye.